Hey guys, Ben Quintero here, Honeydew Homestead. Um, I've got maybe a half hour before the sun sets. I had prepped the beds not too long ago, but before we get any rains or anything like that that's going to possibly mess up the beds. Sorry if it's really loud. It's that time of day. People are going home. And I live off of a busy road. If you don't watch my channel, you know now. If you don't know, now you know. In the immortal words of Vanilla Ice. So, oh my gosh. Let's get this started. Come on. Okay, today we're going to plant some whatever we can find, things that are relatively cold hardy that will germinate at temperatures that are maybe below 60, might be in the 50s. Let's see what we have. So I did buy a few seeds not long ago. I bought some beans, pole beans, can't put those in yet. Watermelon, definitely can't put that in yet. Cucumber, no, but Swiss chard, we could do that. Now I also have my bag of seeds and I'm gonna go ahead and see what I have in here, see if there's anything that I can use. These were German Johnson seeds that I had saved. We'll see. I wasn't too happy with German Johnson. Can't plant them right now anyway. I might be able to start those in trays pretty soon. I'm just not ready for it today. I'm way too busy. Apparently there's Brussels sprouts in here. I bought these last year. They did not do well for me. We'll try them again this year. I tried starting them in seed trays. That did not work out. I'm going to try direct sowing them this year. I've got some onion varieties here. I don't know. I might try planting some in the spring because I've already kind of reserved a piece of the garden beds for onions. I don't know how well they're going to grow through the summer heat though, but we'll see. That might be an experiment. I've got some random cantaloupe and are these both cantaloupe? No, one of them is butternut squash. These aren't ready yet either. I've got a lot of summer stuff. I'm starting to realize I have a lot of summer growing things. I have some Roma tomatoes that I had saved some seeds from. More cantaloupe. You'd think I like, well, I do like cantaloupe. You'd think I was better at growing them. I have so many cantaloupe seeds. Some summer squash and some zucchini, more summer squash. Like I said, I have a lot of summer stuff. I have a lettuce mix that I bought and I never even opened it. Supposedly there's like 1,000 seeds in here. I probably should plant some of these. I will. You know what? I will. Uh-oh. Apparently my brassicas fell out of the package that I also had with well, luckily that's tomato seeds, so we know what tomato seeds look like, so it's not like we're gonna get those confused. And actually those are the German Johnsons, the original ones I bought, not the ones I saved. So I don't even know if there's any in here. Yeah, there's like 5 seeds in there. These were very expensive. German Johnson seeds, you get like a handful of them, and when I say handful I mean like a teaspoon, and they weren't cheap. I don't even want to know what they cost now. We are going to plant some broccoli, direct sow this time. I had better luck germinating the broccoli, but they just got destroyed by, it looked like army worms. I hope they're not coming back this year. If they do, we're gonna have to figure something out. I still have some Red Giant mustard seeds. No one liked them. I thought they were okay. I mostly, ate them fresh out of the garden while I was working. It clears your sinuses real quick. I might plant a couple. Some black seeded. You know what? I think I've tried these before, and every single time they come out bitter. If you guys have any suggestions for these, here, I'll show you which ones I have. Black seeded Simpson lettuce. Every single time I plant them in the winter, plant them in the fall, plant them in the summer. It doesn't matter. They're always bitter. And maybe it's something with the nutrients in the soil. Please let me know. I have more seeds, but I'm afraid to plant them because they're pretty much just a cover crop for me. We need to plant some lettuce, some mustard, some broccoli, or I'm sorry, not lettuce, Swiss chard. Let's get to it. Oh my gosh, guys. There's more in the bag. I thought I was done. Oh, of course. Dude, this is the one right here. Hybrid number 7, non-GMO, heirloom spinach. I love this spinach. It tastes like walnuts. It's like this weird, like nutty flavor. It is not that grocery store spinach. This is so much better. If you want to grow spinach, grow this one. Give it a shot. Trust me, I think you'll love it. It's got a much thicker, like meatier texture to it. It crunches like a potato chip in your mouth. Speaking of potato chips, put these, like crisp them in an air fryer. They're amazing. I've got some bib lettuce. Again, I don't know what it is about lettuce, man. I don't have good luck. It's a good thing that our family doesn't eat a lot of lettuce. We eat a lot of spinach, not so much lettuce. And I have some little finger carrots. I'm not quite sure if these are ready to plant just yet. Technically, I think these should have been planted in the late fall, right before frost. So I don't know how they're gonna hold up planting them now in the late winter, heading into spring. We'll try it. Well, you know what? Let's try it. We're gonna plant these today. All right. That's all of it. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna do a succession planting of the spinach that's sitting right next to you guys. That spinach, it's been in the ground way too long, but still I come out here and pick it. I literally was brushing the snow off of it and eating it. It's amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant some of those right now. And then I think further down, let's see, what are we gonna plant further down? I think the Swiss chard. We'll keep this whole row as basically the lettuce row. And we'll have more spinach here, and we'll do Swiss chard down at the end. I think that's a good idea. In the past, I've had a bad habit of planting these a little too deep. Frankly, planting all of my greens a little too deep. I'm used to planting beans and other things like that you plant probably about an inch or two into the ground, like corn, for example. But with things like carrots, spinach, lettuce, some of the brassicas, like broccoli, you really don't need to plant them that deep. So I'm just gonna make a couple small furrows here, and then we'll get started. So that's it. You really don't need to plant more than quarter inch, half inch. I'm gonna go ahead and plant these probably about 3 inches apart. You know, some people suggest that you plant like 2 in every spot. and then you come back and you prune them later. And I suppose if you want to really maximize your space, that's probably a good idea, but I don't know, it feels wasteful to me. If I have a spot somewhere in my rows that ends up bare because that seed didn't germinate, you know, if I have a seed that's good quality and it'll give me somewhere around 90% germination, I'm okay with, you know, 10% of bare spots. I'm not trying to make it look pretty, I'm just trying to grow food. Once we're done covering them up, we just press them down firmly because we want that seed to soil contact. You don't have to stomp it, just push it down with your hands. Okay, we're done with the spinach. These guys are right under your feet right now. We are going to move on to the Swiss chard. So what's interesting with the Swiss chard is they recommend like 18 inches or something for the spacing. I think what I'm going to do to try to, maximize the space that I have here is I'm going to kind of stagger them a little bit to see if I can squeeze in a few more than normal. I don't imagine I'll need many of these because I'm pretty sure you can kind of progressively harvest from them. You don't have to cut the entire thing out, so I don't imagine we'll need too many. And this is the first time I'm growing Swiss chard. We're gonna give it a shot in the kitchen and see if we really like it. So no point in planting out a whole garden if we take our first bite and find out we don't like Swiss chard. If you have any recommendations for recipes or ways to prepare it, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I'm not going to make a furrow with these because we don't need that many of them. So I just have to make sure I don't get too aggressive in burying them too deep. They only really need to be about a ½ inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Okay, what's next? I think where we had the, what was there? Roma tomatoes were there last year. We are going to try putting our brassicas there. Those are two pretty nitrogen heavy feeders, so I don't know how this is going to work out. I may have to do some amendments once these start to germinate, but in the meantime, let's give it a shot. That was Brussels sprouts. Moving on to broccoli. If you're curious, this is Waltham 29. Decision time. I only have enough room right now of the prepared beds, a pretty short run. I have enough room to plant maybe one thing. What is the thing we're gonna plant? Lettuce mix? No. Mustards? I'd like to. Carrots? We could. We could do carrots. No. Now that I think about it, this is probably the worst place to put carrots. This particular piece of soil right here is not very good. I changed my mind. Sorry, guys. We're switching to mustard. Okay, so as usual, I got a little bit overzealous in the garden. I only had room, or I did not have room for carrots or the lettuce mix that I had selected. That's okay, we'll find more space for those somewhere else. I just didn't have enough time or daylight to prepare more garden beds. I made the switch last minute there because you might have seen the soil just has huge clods of hard packed clay. And I didn't feel comfortable with putting carrots there because carrots trying to grow into that hard clay, they get deformed, they start growing multiple tails. It's not pretty at all. And I thought maybe some lettuce would help, or I'm sorry, some mustard would help. If nothing else, they have very fibrous roots. Hopefully they can try to start breaking up some of that clay, and then maybe at some point we'll get a rotation of carrots in that particular piece of the garden. Meanwhile, there are other parts of the little garden area that are a little softer, a little deeper. They've sort of been tilled by having carrots in them previous years, and the carrots didn't turn out very well, but they did help to break up the soil. Anyways, it's getting late, the sun's going down, you guys are running out of daylight for the cameras, so I just want to say thanks for sticking around, and on your way out, definitely drop me a like, maybe a comment down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. And as always, you guys be good, and I'll see you on the next one.